InoKraft might have just come up with a chainsaw that's worth picking up. First things first, it comes with a holster. I probably won't use it, but it may come in handy for someone. You do get the charger and 2 batteries. These are 12 volt, 2000 milliamp batteries. And of course, we will be doing a test to see how many cuts we can get with one. It does have a 4-inch bar, and it does have a max thickness of 4 inches in diameter. Keep in mind, you're not going to be taking down full trees with this type of saw. This is for the little pruning and for the cleanup type work. It's lightweight, so then you can get up on a ladder and be able to use it with one hand without any issues. Which I actually do a lot more of the pruning cleanup than taking down full trees, so this is actually going to be a time saver on not having to pull out the big old full-size chainsaw. While using it, I noticed that I really like that the little safety switch is on both sides. So regardless if you are left-handed or right-handed, it's pretty ergonomic to be able to push that down and then pull the trigger. Of course, their big thing is safety, so you do have the shark fin handle, and it is nice. You should be using 2 hands while making cuts just to prevent any type of kickback whatsoever using the chainsaw. Couple other notable features. This does have a see-through type guard. It makes it so you can see a little better of the actual cuts you're making. And most of the cheap mini chainsaws don't have anywhere to add our oil or bar oil. This actually has a separate reservoir for your chain bar. Just make sure this isn't like regular engine oil. It is a different type of oil that you should be using for chainsaw, bar, and chain oil. Has a little minimum marking for the reservoir. Over to this side on how to actually adjust the chain. It actually comes pre-tensioned and should be good to go right out of the box. But if for some chance you don't, you can flip this switch and take off the cover. And this gives you access to the actual little clutch, the chain, and then the bar itself. Just make sure when you're putting it back on that you have these little grooves here for the tensioner, that those obviously need to be in the correct groove. So then you can, once you put this on, we're going to tighten this back up, then you can use the yellow dial to adjust the actual tension of the chain itself. With the cover not being fully tightened, you can actually twist this, and that will move the bar in and out ever so slightly to adjust the tension on the chain. Once that's good, then you can tighten that up and we're set. Yes, I've already shown a couple clips of doing the small and easy stuff. It can prune without any issues. I was curious on how many cuts these little batteries could do. As to keep it with a consistent thickness, I pulled out an old 2x4. With a freshly charged battery, I was able to get 19 and about 7/8. I was so close to getting through that 20th cut. Not quite. I was thinking that I would get a couple more, but then again, these batteries are pretty small. So the lightweight, smaller battery is the trade-off they went with. I guarantee you've seen those ads as well for the cheap chainsaws, and maybe it's just because I've actually bought one that I get a lot more. Trozy. Regardless, they are cheap. You get what you pay for. The $20 saw does not compare to one of these. Just the extra little safety features, the ergonomics, the nice cork handle, not really sure if that does much, but it actually is a nice feel, are worth the extra that you're going to pay for this. And I would say that if you are in the market for a mini chainsaw, keep in mind, you're not taking down your entire tree. If you want something small and simple for those little pruning jobs, check it out. Like and subscribe.